Hello, lovely learner. Welcome back to Everyday English Learning, where real life meets real English.
Hi, I'm Jake.
And I'm Lily. Today we are talking about the danger of sounding a little too perfect.
You mean the customer service robot voice?
Exactly. You are at a coffee shop and someone bumps into you.
And instead of a normal human reaction, you suddenly speak like an 18th century butler.
I offer my deepest apologies for the inconvenience, sir.
Yes, I have done that.
We all have. When we learn polite English in a classroom, we often learn the formal version.
Right. So when we try to be polite in real life, it feels heavy, it feels fake.
And sometimes, being too formal actually creates distance between people.
Oof, that is exactly my fear. I just want to sound friendly without sounding rude.
You can. Today, we will look at how to soften your English naturally.
So I can stop apologizing like a medieval king?
Yes, we will practice the everyday phrases that sound polite but still sound like you.
That is a relief.
You do not need to catch every single word today.
Just follow the feeling and the main idea.
We will review the most useful expressions later in our meaning moments.
But first, what is the one word that makes every polite sentence sound too heavy?
The biggest mistake we make with polite English is thinking it needs to be long.
Right. I always feel like more words equals more polite.
Yes, it is a very common instinct.
If I say sorry, it feels too small.
So you add extra words.
Exactly. I say, I am incredibly sorry for this terrible situation.
And suddenly, the other person feels awkward.
They usually look at me like I am crazy.
In everyday spoken English, true politeness is usually short and soft.
Okay, but how do I make a short sentence sound soft?
It is mostly in the tone of your voice.
So, I do not need a 20-word apology?
No. Let us imagine a real scene.
Okay, I am ready.
You are walking out of a bakery.
With a coffee and a very large pastry.
Of course. And you accidentally bump the door into someone.
Oof, my nightmare.
Your brain probably searches for the most formal apology.
Please accept my sincerest apologies.
Which sounds like a formal business email.
Yeah, nobody says that on the sidewalk.
A native speaker would just say, "Oh, I am so sorry about that."
Wait, I am so sorry about that?
Yes. Or even simpler, "Oh, my mistake. Are you okay?"
That feels almost too casual.
That is the register note we need to talk about.
What do you mean by register?
Register is just matching your language to the relationship and the setting.
Okay, so a sidewalk requires a different register than a courtroom.
Exactly. If you bump into a stranger, they just want to know you care, not that you are a lawyer.
That is painfully accurate. I do sound like a lawyer when I panic.
We all do. When we feel nervous in another language, we hide behind formal words.
Because the textbook told us those words are correct.
They are grammatically correct, but socially strange.
So how do I stop hiding?
By learning the everyday phrases that natives actually use,
I definitely need those.
we are going to practice them today.
Good, because my coffee shop apologies are getting exhausting.
Let us look at a simple rule first.
Okay, I like rules.
When you need to be polite, do not change your vocabulary.
Wait, what should I change instead?
Change your sentence frame. Use softer structures.
Give me an example.
Instead of saying, "I want a coffee," what is the formal textbook version?
I would like to purchase a beverage, please.
which sounds a bit stiff.
Yeah, it sounds like a robot ordering fuel.
A softer, more natural structure is just, could I get a coffee, please?
Could I get...
Yes, it is casual vocabulary, but a polite frame.
That makes sense. It is simple but still respectful.
It is the perfect balance for a service situation.
So I use could I get instead of I want.
Exactly, and you say it with a warm tone.
Could I get a coffee, please?
That sounds great. It is polite without sounding fake.
Okay, I can do that.
If you are finding this conversation helpful, remember to take a moment and subscribe.
It helps us keep making these cozy lessons for you.
The coffee shop is a low-pressure environment.
Right. If I make a mistake there, I just walk away.
But what happens when the pressure is higher?
You mean like at work or on an important phone call?
Exactly. That is when our formal robot voice usually takes over completely.
Because we really do not want to offend our manager or a client.
We panic, and we start using words we would never use at home.
Furthermore, apologies for the inconvenience.
Yes, and it creates a strange, cold distance between you and the other person.
I am ready to practice the human versions. My robot voice needs a vacation.
Let us step into a high-pressure situation.
Okay, I am ready.
You are at work. You need your manager to sign a time-sensitive form.
Right. I am standing in her doorway. She is typing very fast.
Exactly. She looks stressed. How do you get her attention?
Excuse me, I sincerely apologize for interrupting your workflow.
Oof, that sounds like an automated out-of-office reply.
I know, but if I just say, hey, I sound rude.
You need a polite frame that sounds human.
Okay, what is the human version?
The safest, most natural phrase is just, do you have a second?
Do you have a second?
Yes, it shows you respect her time, but you still belong in the room.
Wait, what if my question takes 5 minutes?
That is a great practical question.
Is it lying to say 1 second?
No, it is just an idiom. It means, are you available right now?
Okay, do you have a second? That feels much lighter.
Let us add the problem. You need her signature.
Do you have a second? I require your signature on this document.
We fixed the first half, but the second half is still robotic.
I cannot escape the robot voice.
You are using the formal verb require.
Because it sounds professional.
It sounds cold. Try replacing it with a simple need.
Do you have a second? I need your signature on this.
Perfect. You sound confident, polite, and completely natural.
Wow, it is so much less work for my brain.
Let us try another variation. What if she is actively talking to someone else?
Oh, that is the worst. I usually just stand there holding my laptop.
Which feels very awkward for everyone.
Yes, I wait until they notice me.
You can use a soft interruption frame instead.
I demand to be noticed.
Very funny. Please do not say that.
I would never. I would just sweat quietly.
Try this instead. Sorry to bother you, but...
Sorry to bother you, but...
And then you add your simple request.
Sorry to bother you, but I need a quick signature.
Yes, it is soft, professional, and gets straight to the point.
Does my tone matter here?
Yes, keep your voice light. If you sound too serious, it causes panic.
Oh, right. If I say it darkly, they think someone is fired.
Exactly. A gentle tone makes a huge difference.
I like how smooth that feels.
Now let us change the scene entirely.
I am getting in the car. I am driving away from the office.
Sadly, no. You are sitting at your desk, and your phone rings.
Oof, the dreaded unexpected phone call.
It is an important client. He is speaking incredibly fast.
My brain instantly freezes.
He gives you a string of account numbers, and you miss them.
This happens to me every week.
What does your panic voice say?
I beg your pardon. Please reiterate that information.
Which sounds like a formal legal transcript.
It really does. But I am just trying to be respectful.
The most respectful thing you can do is be honest and clear.
How do I do that without sounding foolish?
Take the blame lightly. Say, sorry, I missed that last part.
Sorry, I missed that last part.
Exactly. It is a very normal human thing to say.
What if I did not miss it, but I just did not understand it?
You can still use the same phrase. It covers both problems smoothly.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that last part. Could you repeat the numbers?
That is a brilliant retry. It sounds completely fluent.
I like that it does not make the client sound like they made a mistake.
Right. It protects their feelings while solving your problem.
Okay, but here is a real complication.
I am listening.
What if they repeat it, and I miss it a second time?
Oh, the double miss. That is a nightmare.
I usually just say, yes, and hope I figure it out later.
Which is a terrible strategy for important numbers.
I know, but I feel too embarrassed to ask again.
This is where you use a verification frame.
What does that mean?
You repeat what you do know and ask them to confirm the rest.
Oh, I see.
You say, let me make sure I have this right. The order is for,
Let me make sure I have this right.
yes, and then you say the part you understood.
So I show them I am actually listening.
Exactly. And they will naturally fill in the blank for you.
Let me try it. Let me make sure I have this right. The address is 45 Main,
Perfect. And you pause right there.
and then they say, yes, apartment 4B.
Exactly. You survived the phone call without apologizing for your English.
That is such a good survival tool for phone calls.
Let us do one more high-pressure scene.
My coffee is gone, so I hope it is an easy one.
It is 4:45 in the afternoon.
I am packing my bag.
A coworker drops a massive folder on your desk.
No, I refuse to look at it.
They ask you to review the whole thing before tomorrow morning.
This is the hardest situation. Saying no in a second language.
It really is. Our tone often comes out wrong when we feel defensive.
If I say no, I cannot, it sounds aggressive.
And if you say, I am terribly sorry, but it is impossible, it sounds fake.
So I usually just say, okay, and stay late.
We need to build a soft boundary phrase.
I definitely need one of those.
Start with a positive wish. I wish I could, but...
I wish I could, but...
Then add a soft reason. I am a bit tied up right now.
I wish I could, but I am a bit tied up right now.
How does that feel to say?
It feels safe. It does not sound angry, but it is a clear no.
Exactly. Tied up is a very common idiom for being busy.
It sounds much better than saying, I have too much work.
Yes, it focuses on your availability, not your stress level.
I am writing that one down immediately.
Let us try the whole exchange.
Okay, drop the imaginary folder on my desk.
Hey Jake, could you review this by tomorrow morning?
Oh, I wish I could, but I am a bit tied up right now.
That was excellent. The tone was warm but firm.
I feel like a real adult. My robot voice is officially retired.
We survived the coffee shop, the manager, the client, and the unexpected folder.
And I did not sound like an 18th century butler once.
It was a very successful afternoon.
I feel much less stressed about going into the office tomorrow.
Before we review the phrases, let us check your pronunciation.
Uh-oh, I thought I was safe.
Just a small rhythm test. Think about the coffee shop.
Okay, I am holding my pastry.
How do you ask the barista for a coffee?
Could I get a coffee, please?
Okay, the words are perfect, but the rhythm is quite heavy.
Wait, what did I do wrong?
You paused slightly after every single word.
Because I am trying to be polite and clear.
I know. When we feel nervous, we often overpronounce.
Yes, my jaw gets very tight.
But speaking every word separately actually sounds a little cold or robotic.
So how do I fix the robot voice?
Connect the first three words. Say, could I get, as one smooth idea.
Could I get...
Exactly. Let the words flow together naturally. Now add the coffee.
Could I get a coffee, please?
Yes, that sounds incredibly natural and warm.
It actually feels much easier to say it that way.
Fluid rhythm usually is. Let us bring all of today's phrases together.
It is time for our meaning moments.
Let us start back at the coffee shop.
The low-pressure situation.
Right. Instead of saying, I want, we use a softer frame. Repeat, could I get a...
Could I get a...
We use this when ordering food, buying tickets, or asking for simple items.
Like, could I get a window seat? Or, could I get a menu?
Perfect. It is casual, but it always sounds polite. Next, let us imagine your manager is typing very fast.
And I am standing in the doorway trying not to sweat.
What is the human way to interrupt her?
Oh, I remember this one. Do you have a second?
Exactly. Repeat. Do you have a second?
Do you have a second?
This phrase simply means, are you available to talk right now?
Even if I know my question will actually take 5 minutes.
Yes, it is just a soft, polite way to knock on the verbal door.
It feels so much better than apologizing for existing.
It keeps you on the same professional level as your coworker. Let us move to the phone call.
The dreaded client who speaks way too fast.
When you do not hear the account number, what do you avoid saying?
I definitely avoid saying, please reiterate that information.
Thank goodness. What do you say instead?
Sorry, I missed that last part.
Spot on. Repeat. Sorry, I missed that last part.
Sorry, I missed that last part.
You use this when someone speaks too quickly, or the phone connection is suddenly bad.
Or when my brain just stops translating for a second.
Exactly. It takes the blame lightly without making anyone feel stupid or angry. But what happens when the caller gives you a lot of complex details?
The nightmare scenario, the double miss.
To survive, you use a verification frame. Repeat. Let me make sure I have this right.
Let me make sure I have this right.
You say this, and then you repeat the half of the information you did hear.
So I say, let me make sure I have this right. The meeting is on Tuesday.
And they will naturally finish the sentence by saying, yes, at 3 o'clock.
It is basically a conversation magic trick for phone calls.
It really is. It shows you are listening closely, which is a very high level of respect. Finally, let us talk about that massive folder your coworker dropped on your desk.
The absolute hardest moment, saying no.
If you say, I am too busy, it can sound a bit aggressive.
Like I am complaining about my job or my life.
Right. So we use a softer idiom. Repeat. I am a bit tied up right now.
I am a bit tied up right now.
To be tied up means to be completely occupied with other work or commitments.
I like this because it sounds temporary, not permanent.
Exactly. It means I cannot help you right now, but it protects the working relationship.
I am going to use that phrase tomorrow if someone asks for a favor.
Pair it with I wish I could, and you have a perfect, polite boundary.
I wish I could, but I am a bit tied up right now.
That sounds like a true professional.
My polite English is finally starting to sound like my actual personality.
You have the phrases, and you have the rhythm.
I really feel like I have a toolkit now.
Let us test that toolkit with one final mini scenario.
Bring it on. I am ready.
You are at an office event, or maybe a language exchange meetup.
Okay, I am wearing a name tag and holding a tiny plate of cheese.
Someone is talking to you. They are very nice, but they have been talking for 15 solid minutes.
Oh no. The trapped conversation.
You need to go home, or you just want to go talk to someone else.
This happens to me all the time. I never know how to escape in English.
It is a very common social pressure. Why is it so hard to walk away?
Because if I use simple words like, I am done talking, it sounds incredibly rude.
Right. You do not want to hurt their feelings.
So I just stand there, nodding, while my cheese gets warm.
How do you usually try to end it?
I wait for a tiny pause, and then I say, I apologize, but I must leave now.
Oof, that sounds like you are escaping a burning building.
I know, but my brain panics. What is the human way to leave?
We use an appreciation frame, followed by a soft exit.
Okay, give me an example of an appreciation frame.
You validate the conversation first. You say, "It was great talking to you."
But I should probably get going.
Yes! How does that feel compared to, "I must leave"?
It feels so much warmer. It leaves the door open for next time.
Exactly. It protects their dignity while enforcing your boundary.
What if I just want to walk away from them?
You keep the first half and change the excuse.
It was great talking to you, but I need to go stand somewhere else.
No, please do not say that.
I am joking. But what is a safe excuse?
Keep it simple. It was great talking to you, but I am going to grab some water.
Oh, that is very smooth. Let me try it.
Okay, I am the chatty person, and then my cat learned how to open the refrigerator.
Wow, that is crazy. It was great talking to you, but I should probably grab some water.
Your words were perfect, but your tone was a little fast.
Because I am secretly running away.
Slow down. Let the appreciation sound genuine before you add the exit.
Okay, let me try again. Wow, it was great talking to you, but I should probably grab some water.
That was perfect. You sounded friendly, but your boundary was completely clear.
I am absolutely using that at my networking event next Tuesday.
It will save you from so many endless conversations.
It really takes the fear out of small talk. If I know how to leave, I am less afraid to start.
That is a brilliant point. Knowing the exit strategy gives you the freedom to enter.
Exactly. I usually avoid networking because I am afraid of getting stuck.
But now you have a polite emergency exit.
A polite emergency exit. I like that.
Let us build a quick plan for our listeners to start using these tools.
I need this plan too.
Step 1. Choose the one situation from today that scares you the most.
Like the fast-talking client on the phone.
Step 2. Write down just one soft phrase for that specific problem.
So I write down, sorry, I missed that last part, on a sticky note.
Yes. Do not write a whole script. Just the one anchor phrase.
Because if I write too much, I will start reading like a robot again.
Exactly. Step 3. Put that note where you can actually see it during the pressure moment.
That is smart. I will put it on my laptop screen.
When the moment happens, you do not have to think. You just read the note.
That removes the translation panic completely.
It still takes courage. You will probably feel nervous the first time you try it.
Oh, I will definitely sweat the first time.
But every time you use a natural phrase, the robot voice gets a little quieter.
And your real personality gets a little louder.
That is exactly right.
That is a very comforting thought.
What is the hardest situation for you when trying to be polite in English?
I would love to read those answers. We all have that one terrifying situation.
If you are facing a high-pressure conversation tomorrow, come back and listen to this practice again.
Just put us in your headphones on the way to work to warm up your brain.
You do not have to be perfectly fluent to be perfectly polite.
You just need a few reliable phrases and a warm tone.
You have the tools now.
I actually feel ready to use them.
Being polite in a new language does not mean hiding your personality.
Right. You do not need to wear a formal suit just to buy a cup of coffee.
Exactly. True politeness is just showing the other person that you respect them, and you respect yourself.
And it is much easier to respect yourself when you actually sound like yourself.
That is the real secret to natural English.
My 18th century butler voice is officially retired.
I think everyone in the coffee shop is very grateful for that.
Me too. It was taking way too much energy to apologize for breathing.
You can finally just be Jake.
It is a huge relief.
Thank you for practicing with us today.
If you use one of these softer phrases this week, you should be very proud of yourself.
You are building real confidence, one conversation at a time. I'm Lily.
And I'm Jake.
Take care, and we will see you next time on Everyday English Learning.
Keep it simple, keep your own voice, and keep talking.